Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Bitcoins are ripping like the new Scottie Pippen, $2,000 away from price discovery. Make some noise for that. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest technical analysis and quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Keiser. The Bitcoin maxi path narrows. The Trump and dump scam narrows the path even more. What was acceptable last year, last month, or last week is no longer acceptable. We need Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't need us. Preach. We'll also be discussing the Trump meme coin hitting a top 15 worldwide ranking within 48 hours, sparking tax cut rumors in the USA. We'll also be discussing, can Trump's pro-crypto policies survive beyond his administration? We'll also be discussing Bitcoin spot ETF see 1.86 billion worth of inflows and extend the 3-week positive streak. We'll also be discussing El Salvador's Bukele predictions of the Bitcoin boom under the Trump presidency. We'll also be discussing these specific United States which are betting big on the biddy. There's 7 of them, and what it means for adoption this year in 2025, and where it's going to send the biddy. As we know, we're likely to hit the cycle peak here in 2025, year preceding the halving in 2024. All this plus so much motherfucking more in today's show. And if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes and subscribe. It's free to do so, 100% premium content. And then ring that bell and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto newsletters every single day, 7 days a week, including Sundays, just like this. Church is in session. Bitcoin is God, hacking humanity, family. And you already know, today is pod episode number 1880. I'm your host, JV. It's January 19, 2025. Tomorrow is a big day. Trump inauguration. Gensler goes home and gets his shine box. About time. And Bitcoin's only roughly 2,000 away from price discovery. We recaptured 106,000. We're pumping. Respect the pump. But anyways, let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. You can see Bitcoin hovering above 106. Again, 2 G's away from price discovery. Solana is up thanks to the Trump meme coin. Ether is in the green. XRP is in the green. The bulk of the market pumping. Even Chainlink getting a warm piece of the sidewalk today, up 10%. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap is 3.7 trillion. This may be the all-time high. I don't think we've ever tapped 4 trillion, and we're getting mighty close right now. The Bitcoin market cap is almost 2.1 trillion. Let's go. Virtually all-time high there. And Bitcoin dominance, 56.9%. Ether dominance finally back on the rise after dumping to like a multi-year low yesterday of 10%. Today it's 11.2%. Checking out top 100. Crypto gainers past 24 hours. Trump coin up 174% on the day, 940% on the week, and currently with a 13 billion market cap. I think it hit 32 billion before it started crashing. And then you have Fart coin. You can't make this ish up. You got Trump coin and Fart coin leading the pack. And that already has a 2.3 billion market cap. Then SPX, Ondo, Bonk. Let me know which alts, if any, you're bullish on for the bull. Holla. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the daily. As you can see, it's safe to say the majority of the market's actually flipped in the green today. Yesterday was in the red. I'd say 70-30 green over red. And zooming out on the monthly, get a broader perspective. It's a mixed bag. I'd say 60-40 green over red. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index. Same as yesterday. Today, extreme greed. Last week, 62. Last month, at 74. And the higher this number goes in extreme greed, the more likely of a correction. And checking out the time chain calendar, gentlemen, ladies, and gents. We are currently on block number 879,940. We have 170,000 blocks to go into the next halving in 2028. And you currently exchange 1 fiat monopoly dollar for 945 sats. So stack the sats, put down the gats, and pick up some Bitcoin caps from your boy Sergio at bitcoincaps.net. This is the Bukele fitted, one of my favorite hats. If you don't know, now you know, broskies. But there you have it, yo. But anyways, fam, let's dive into today's astrology for the broskies. I'll be pulling up the live charts. Headline here reads, Bitcoin traders see 122,000 in weeks. And I've been calling 124 for quite a while for Q1 as the price breakout continues to loom to the moon. Here you're looking at a one-day chart. Bitcoin closed in on the new monthly highs January 19th as the traders brace yourself full for the return of the Bitcoin price discovery. Only 2 G's away as the pretty little bitty continue going up. Trump's controversial meme coin, which we'll do a deep dive into as the next story, passed the 11 billion in market cap on the day, entering the top 20 largest cryptos overnight, ultimately 5 to 10xing his net worth, which is crazy. And amid a broadly positive outlook for crypto traders, began to eye new records, quoting Pentoshi. Bitcoin all-time high incoming pretty soon, in my opinion. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I mean, we're only 2% away. 150,000 Bitcoin will happen this cycle. You damn straight. It's a happening. And then we had Dan Crypto Trade said Bitcoin clean retest of the yearly prior high and looks good for a move to the all-time high next week as long as the 1027 level is held. And guess what? The 1027 is held. 122 next target in play, according to some of these analysts, including none your business. Here's the outline. And also Keith Allen says Bitcoin has reclaimed the key moving averages, grinding back towards all-time high territory. Double top resistance lives at 108. Psychological resistance 110, and the cup and handle is 122. Well, on the weekly, it's a 124. And quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Kaiser, the Bitcoin maximalist path narrows. The Trump and dump scam narrows the path even more. What was acceptable last year, last month, or last week, no longer acceptable. We need the biddy. The biddy doesn't need us. And shout out to my favorite power couple of Bitcoin, and that's Max Kaiser and Stacey Herbert, the one and only. Had a great time out there in Bitcoin country. Their hospitality and kindness is second to none, and they know how to party. We had a great time at the event. Let me know if you saw some of the highlights. But let's pull up some of the live charts for the fam via TradingView. And again, welcome everyone joining the stream. Already 900 people here. Repost the stream, spread the word, comment, quote, all that. Always appreciated. So yeah, here's some live chart action Jackson for you. Here's the 1 hour. Here's the bullish pennant. We do have some targets. This is the 1 hour. In the green, we got a bullish pennant at 114 on the 1 hour. We ain't seen bullishness like this in a minute. Bring it. And zooming out from the one. Oh, somebody please. Wellness check on Peter Schiffmeister over in Dorado, Puerto Rico. Just check on that guy. Make sure he's okay right now. And checking out the 4-hour chart, as you can see, big green candles being developed today. Again, the top, we already surpassed 106.2, literally just 2,000 away from price discovery, which is meaning all-time high, which is the most exciting time in Bitcoin as a Bitcoiner. And we're going to flip today's podcast into a pump watch at the top of the hour and watch the pretty little bitty going up. Rising wedgie, the only type of wedgie I recommend, the rising one. And zooming out from the 1 day, here's the 1 week. You're going to see the sexy cup and handle target at 124. 124, baby. In play. Will that happen this week with Trump hitting the White House here tomorrow? Let me know your thoughts. And zooming out, we'll take a quick look at the 1 month. And as you can see, we're 19 days deep into January. Clearly a green candle of Foreman, like the new George Foreman. And there you have it. Crypto broskies and siskies. Let's continue with the headlines. We did a little astrology for the broskies. Now let's discuss what's on everyone's mind, besides Fartcoin, of course, and that's the Trump coin. I'll read you the latest headlines. Trump meme coin hits the top 15 worldwide within 48 hours, sparking tax cut rumors. And before I get into this, here's Max's feedback. Trump and dump, don't get rugged with this shitcoin. And as you can see, Trump did his official post 2 days ago, January 17th. My new official Trump meme is here. It's time to celebrate everything we stand for. Winning. Join my very special Trump community and get your Trump now. Go to gettrumpmemes.com, which is quite hilarious. A lot of people speculated that his account must have been hacked, but no, they confirmed this is actually real. And Max also wrote El Salvador and President Bukele celebrate 795 days shitcoin free. Trump has 0 days shitcoin free. Yeah, he's negative there. You take it that way. It's quite hilarious. But here's the latest, family. Rumors about potential tax cuts or complete removal of the taxes on crypto capital gains are circulating, fueled by the buzz surrounding Trump's official meme coin, Official Trump. The Solana-based token, which is the reason why Solana has been pumping, FYI, has flipped major meme coins like Pepe and Shiba Inu and Doge, achieving a fully diluted valuation of $71 billion. Damn. According to CoinGecko, Trump is now the 15th largest crypto by market cap And that's crazy. Within 48 hours, I don't think that's ever been done that fast. Correct me if I'm wrong. Currently, crypto in the U.S. is taxed as property, as you know, meaning any sale, trade, or disposal of crypto is subject to capital gains tax. Short-term capital gains tax for assets held less than a year are taxed at rates ranging from 10 to 37%, depending upon the individual income. And based on the income levels, long-term capital gains for assets held over a year are taxed at 0 to 20%, depending if you're living in Puerto Rico, El Salvador, or parts of the United States or other places around the world. It all depends where you live in different jurisdictions. Investors, crypto founders, and community members believe the success of the Trump token could potentially influence tax reforms. Quoting Gamachin right here. Now that 80% of Trump's wealth suddenly consists of crypto, you can expect an end to all federal income taxes on crypto sales within the year. This is how the game is played. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Now, Synonymous Trader shared similar thoughts about the Trump financial motivations. We also have Custodia Bank CEO Caitlin Long suggesting that Trump's crypto ventures could influence U.S. tax policy. Quoting her here, Trump now has a real incentive to change crypto taxation in the U.S. A U.S. president-elect meme coining during inauguration weekend was not on my bingo card. I don't think any of us were anticipating that. And launched 2 days ago, Jan 17, just days before the Trump inauguration. The Trump token captured the crypto community attention, surging 610% overnight from Friday to Saturday, trading at $68 the time this was published. If someone can update me in the chat, let me know what it's currently trading at. And quoting them here, because of the Trump launch with just 72 billion FDV, it siphoned away all the liquidity from the existing alts and into Trump, Solana, and some others. This was according to Dan Crypto. And this is simply because people sell their coins to buy Trump. So they're dumping their shit coins for this shit coin. There's not enough liquidity in such a short time span, especially during the weekend. Over 80% of Trump's supply is held by CIC Digital, an affiliate of the Trump organization, and Fight, a co-owned entity. These holdings are locked in a 3-year unlocking schedule, preventing their immediate sale. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on the Trump and dump, and I'll read your comments out loud. Again, welcome everyone join the live stream. Good to have you guys here. We discussed the Trump coin. Now let's discuss, can Trump's pro-crypto policies survive beyond his administration after he leaves in 2028? Well, that's a good question. U.S. President-elect Trump takes office tomorrow. Much to the excitement of the crypto industry, executives expecting pro-crypto policies. They just had a crypto ball, for Christ's sake. However, those policies may or may not survive past his administration and depend on the balance of the power in Washington, D.C. According to Adam O'Brien, founder and CEO of the Bitcoin Well, a financial services company focused on the Biddy, said that Trump's pro-crypto policies will live on if incoming Vice President J.D. Vance succeeds Trump as president in 2029. Quoting him here. If we see Vance on the ballot next, then I think every policy that Trump implements is going to have staying power because Vance will probably have a hand in almost all those decisions and agree with most of them. There's also speculation. What if Barron Trump was to become president next? That'd be interesting. The CEO added that if the Democrats regain control of Congress and the presidency in the next election cycle, Trump's pro-crypto policies may be threatened. This is particularly true of policies enacted through executive orders, which are easier to overturn by successors than policies enacted through the Congress. So let me know your thoughts on that. Now, Joe Dahl, a general counsel for NFT marketplace Magic Eden, recently shared that the Trump administration likely only has 24 months to enact pro-crypto policies. So they're going to be pretty busy with Gensler out of there. The attorney said the Republicans command a narrow majority in the House of Representatives, which is almost certain to flip to Democratic control in the 2026 midterm election. Former House Speaker Paul Ryan took the stage at the North American Blockchain Summit in Texas, November 20th, and called for bipartisan on crypto regulations, bipartisanship. The former Congress member said the passing crypto policy reform would require at least 60 votes and reminded the audience that the Republicans have a slim majority of only 4 seats in the House of Representatives. Ryan also urged President Trump not to erode the narrow Republican majority further by picking House representatives to serve in his cabinet. Representatives of the U.S. House are required to give up their seats in Congress to accept positions in the executive branch and must be replaced according to the rules of that specific state. However, the president of the Texas Blockchain Council, Lee, I ain't talking Bruce Lee, though, argued that political representatives are far less likely to oppose the crypto industry following the results of the 2024 election, driven by pressure from industry advocacy groups. Quoting him here, "This last election cycle was so complete and so overwhelming that it would be pretty foolish for members of Congress to stick their neck out and be overtly anti-crypto, because if you're anti-crypto, you're anti-humanity." I mean, look at the Biden administration's war on crypto. Here's the good news. The war is over. Adios, Kamala. Adios, Biden. Adios, Senator Warren. Adios, Janet Yellen. Adios, Mr. Gensler. No Claire Gare. This gong strike is for y'all. Biddy up, bang, bang, like the B-52. We're above 106 again. We're only 2 G's away from price discovery. Let's discuss the latest with the Bitcoin ETFs. Bitcoin spot ETFs see 1.86 billion of the inflows with an extended 3-week positive streak. That's right. Following the turbulent end of December of 2024, the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs have launched this year on a strong bullish note, with significant market inflows reminiscent of the impressive performance in the majority of Q4 of 2024. And according to the data from ETF analytics site Farside, these Bitcoin ETFs recorded an aggregate inflow of 1.862 billion in the third trading week of 2025, resulting in a total net flow of 2.42 billion in the new year. Interestingly, this week started on a negative note as these ETFs suffered withdrawals valued at almost 500 million between January 13th and the 14th amidst a Bitcoin flash crash, which we hit like 89,000 and we recovered pretty nicely within 48 hours, which we covered live from El Salvador. However, a surge of the Bitcoin price in the remaining 3 trading days corresponded with the rise of investors' confidence, translating to a cumulative inflow of 2.35 billion during the same period. Not too shabby. In similar familiar fashion, BlackRock's IBIT registered the largest net inflows of the week, valued at 745 milli, with Fidelity's FBTC taking second with investments worth 680 million. Then we had Bitwise's BitB and ARCB also registering significant inflows, totaling 216 million and 204 million, respect. And other ETFs such as the Invesco BTCO, Grayscale's BTC, Wisdom Tree's BTCW, and VanEck's HODL and Franklin Templeton's EasyBC recorded modest net inflows of not more than 40 milli. And unsurprisingly, Grayscale's GBTC produced the only net outflow. What else is new? Of the week, valued at 87 million. And then we had Valkyrie's Burr, also another outlier, registering 0 net flows. And at this time, BlackRock's IBIT maintains its market dominance with 38 billion. Good Lord, it's going up forever, Laura. And cumulative net inflows. And if you got to front run BlackRock and Larry Fink, meaning you got into Bitcoin prior to January 11th of 2024, holla and tell Larry to go home and get a shine box already. Crazy, right? But yeah, the spot ETF market has been booming, surpassing the volume of gold, and the gold ETF has been around for 2 frickin' decades. So just to give you some perspective, Ethereum ETFs, who really cares? You know, right now Ethereum hasn't been performing so well. I think it's been all downhill, obviously, since they switched their protocol from proof of work to proof of stake, and Bitcoin's been outperforming Ethereum ever since. And if you don't know, now you know, broskies. But anyways, next story of the day, family. And again, at the top of the hour, when we're done with the news and our feature story discussing the United States states which are bullish on Bitcoin adopting it this year, then we'll flip it into a pump watch because we're so close to price discovery. I can feel it in my loins. And but anyways, next story of the day. El Salvador's Bukele predicts Bitcoin boom under the Trump presidency. Let's read the latest highlights from here. And yeah, so here we go. The president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, assured on Tuesday that 2025 will be a very important year for the exponential revaluation of Bitcoin with Trump's arrival to the U.S. presidency tomorrow. He said, "I personally believe that this year and others, but especially this year, due to Trump's assumption, will be a very important year for Bitcoin and for the entire ecosystem. Bukele declared at the press conference at the presidential house. Shout out to the philosopher king, the one and only Bukele. Trump's arrival to power and the creation of the Bitcoin reserve by the United States will generate a revaluation, probably exponential, and a more friendly ecosystem for the Bitty. The Salvadoran president assured that his country, which has reserves in Bitcoin, is expectant and will benefit from the Bitcoin boom. That's right. They had the first mover's advantage, the first one to make Bitcoin legal tender back in 2021, respect to Bukele. Trump claimed credit back in December for Bitcoin's value surpassing 100 G's. This rise has been fueled by hints at creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve for Bitcoin in the United States, despite saying they were a scam during the first term. I do recall that. During the election campaign, he promised that the U.S. would become the world capital of Bitcoin. That's right. He said Bitcoin will become this, or United States will become the superpower of Bitcoin. El Salvador became the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender back in September of 2021, alongside the U.S. dollar. And then in December, the IMF reached an agreement with El Salvador for a $1.4 billion credit. And in return, they're going to decrease the Shivo wallet, and it'll probably just be replaced with other third-party wallets. So, for example, when I was just out there in El Salvador, I just spent a month out there, as you guys know. I actually made my first SAT purchase of pupusas. I went out to eat. It was $10. I used my Lightning wallet. I use Exodus as the sender, and the vendor, the local who sells the pupusas, he's still using the Shivo wallet. One of the benefits of the Shivo wallet, which I discovered firsthand, is there's no fees. However, when I used my Exodus wallet to send it was only a 2-cent Lightning fee. So my bill of $10, I paid a total of $10.02. That's with the Lightning fee. It was an instant transaction, win-win, and it was pretty cool. And if you've never been to Bitcoin country, do yourself a favor and visit, because it's phenomenal. There's no other place like it on planet Earth. Now for our feature story of the day, fam. These 7 U.S. states are betting big on Bitcoin. What exactly does this mean for Bitcoin adoption in 2025? Let's break it down, shall we? 7 states are gearing up to integrate Bitcoin into their financial strategies. As of January 17th, 7 U.S. states have proposed establishing the strategic Bitcoin reserves. Let's go. These initiatives reflect the growing acceptance of Bitcoin as a legitimate asset and align with the broader conversations about the federal BTC reserve following President-elect Donald Trump's strong advocacy. And as you know, less than 24 hours away before Trump is our new president. Gotta dig it. Here's a detailed look at how each state is approaching this bold move. Let's start with Florida, my hometown. Florida regulators in Florida revealed tentative plans to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve in the first quarter of the year. While still in the planning phase, the initiative reflects Florida's interest in leveraging Bitcoin to diversify the state's financial assets. If formalized, Florida would join the ranks of states actively integrating Bitcoin into their financial strategies to hedge against economic instability. FBBA President Samuel Armes had previously optimistically noted Florida has a very good chance of creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve in this session, which begins Q1 of this year. Next up, Texas. December of 2024, Representative Giovanni, my paisano, introduced legislative aimed at creating a Bitcoin reserve for the Lone Star State. The proposal includes strict measures and requires Bitcoin to be held in cold storage for a minimum of 5 years. It also includes restricting the use of these assets for transactions outside of Texas. Additionally, the plan encourages citizens to contribute to the state's Bitcoin fund through voluntary donations. Next up, Pennsylvania. The Keystone State followed suit November 2024 with the Pennsylvania House of Representatives proposing a bill to establish its own such reserve. This legislation grants the state treasurer the authority to allocate up to 10% of significant state funds, including the State General Fund, Rainy Day Fund, and State Investment Fund, towards the Bitty purchases. If fully realized, this initiative could result in a Bitcoin reserve value at nearly $1 billion. Let's go. Next up on the list, Ohio. December 17th of 2024, Representative Derek Merrin introduced the Ohio Bitcoin Reserve Act, a proposed design to create a dedicated Bitcoin fund within the state treasury. This act provides the Ohio treasurer with the flexibility to determine the timing and methods for Bitcoin acquisitions to ensure that the state can strategically manage its crypto investments. Next up, New Hampshire, January 10th of this year. So this is new. Representative Keith Ammon brought forward a bill to establish a strategic reserve in New Hampshire. This reserve would allow the state treasury to invest in precious metals and digital assets, including the Biddy. And although Bitcoin is not explicitly mentioned in the bill, it currently qualifies under the proposed criteria due to the high market value. I mean, there's only one king crypto, and it's the Biddy, making it the likely candidate for inclusion in the reserve. Next up, broskies, North Dakota. The same day, legislators in North Dakota introduced a resolution aimed at diversifying the state's investment portfolio. The resolution proposes allocating portions of state funds to the digital assets and precious metals as a hedge against inflation. And while the specifics of the assets to be introduced are not yet finalized, the resolution sets the stage for formal legislation to follow, signaling North Dakota's interest in leveraging the Biddy and other assets for financial stability. Next up on the list, Oklahoma. That's right. January 15, Representative Cody Maynard proposed legislation allowing the state savings account and pension funds to invest in digital assets, including the Biddy. The legislation seeks to diversify Oklahoma's financial portfolio. The bill is set for consideration in the legislative session beginning February 3rd with a potential enactment date of November 1st, and the crowd goes wild. So let me know your thoughts on those 7 states adopting the Biddy. Again, we got Florida, we got Texas, we got Pennsylvania, we got Ohio, New Hampshire, North Dakota, and Oklahoma. And let me know your thoughts. What other states will likely follow? Do you think eventually all 50 states of the United States will adopt the Biddy in just a matter of time? I want to know your thoughts on how do you feel this will likely impact the greater Bitcoin price action. Holla, as we're currently flirting at 106 again, broskies. Only 2 G's away from price discovery. Hit the gong, JV. I got your back. Send it. We're raising the roof like Gohan. We live in the Huddle House. The Huddle House, Huddle House, Huddle House. Shout out to the Huddle Gang, Huddle Gang, Huddle Gang. Whoops. There we are. Kid Rock is killing it, y'all. So anyways, welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. Good to have you guys here. I'm going to touch upon the 100K Bitcoin Fiesta coming up in less than 3 weeks here in Puerto Rico. And then we're going to pull up the charts and flip it into a pump watch and jam out. There's your opportunity to ask me anything that you like. But first and foremost, there is a 100K Bitcoin Fiesta I've been preaching about for several years, finally going down in less than 3 weeks on February 8th in Condado, Puerto Rico. What's going to be at the party? Your boy JV, Chandy 10 Music, and the rest of the CNA fam. This is a great networking opportunity to network with fellow Bitcoiners as well as party. There's going to be food, there's going to be drinks, there's going to be a DJ, and it's going to be a hell of a time. It's a 4-hour party from 8 to 12, 8 p.m. to midnight, and there's also a VIP day the following day on a Sunday. If you want to mastermind and network with yours truly, Chandy, and the rest of the fam, we're going to go on an epic excursion adventure. It's going to be a lot of fun. Ain't no place like here in the Caribbean, because you're going to party with your boy, so you already know. So yeah, come join us at the Sandbox at Condado Ocean Club. And just FYI, tickets are going fast. This is listed on Eventbrite, and obviously there's a thing that says going fast because tickets are selling fast. Almost all sold out. So if you're interested in coming, take advantage of it now and book your tickets. Frequently asked questions. I got some recommended hotels, which range from $200 a night to $900 a night. Obviously, your ticket to the event doesn't include your stay, so you got to book your own hotel. You can get an Airbnb. You can roommate with another. Do whichever you got to do. These are all the highly recommended hotels, basically off the same street, walking distance, very close. We got 3-star options as well as 5-star options available. Which airport do I fly into? Of course, San Juan Airport. It's the only international airport in Puerto Rico. How far is the event venue from the airport? 15-minute drive, so super convenient. What does the VIP ticket include? A bonus day on Sunday, February 9th for an all-inclusive island snorkel and boat tour with yours truly and the CNA fam and Chandy 10 music. Is Condado, Puerto Rico safe to visit? Yeah, it's the safest place and most upscale, nicest neighborhood in all of San Juan. It's a no-brainer. There's a reason my daughter goes to school in that particular area. Can I bring my kids to the party? Absolutely not. It's for adults only. There's drinking involved, broskies. But can you bring your children to Puerto Rico to hang out? Absolutely. There's lots of beaches, there's parks, there's shopping malls, lots of fun things and activities for the kiddos. Can I bring my spouse? Yes, I encourage you to do so. Is a passport required to fly into Puerto Rico from the U.S.? No. No passport required. Easy peasy. How many days should I stay? As many as you like. It's up to you, broskies. Will the event be streamed online? Absolutely not. Just like Vegas, what happens in Puerto Rico stays in Puerto Rico. What's the weather like in Puerto Rico in February? Well, it's beautiful. Right now it's in the 80s, and in February it'll be in the 80s. And it's also the most ideal, opportune time to be traveling here because it's the least rainy month. And as you know, it's very rainy in Puerto Rico. Can I pay with Bitcoin? I thought you never asked. Absolutely, broskies. You just got to send me email letting me know, and I can manually process your tickets. And I encourage you to use Bitcoin because it's pretty cool. And I appreciate you using Bitcoin. Not only that, but you'll save in the merchant processing fees. You can bypass that bullshit. It is what it is. But can I pay with the Lightning Network? Yeah, absolutely. Request it, send me an email, and I'll send you an invoice. And we go from there. So we're going to party all things Bitcoin at the 100K Fiesta. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Shout out to Chandy for creating these incredible images using the AI for the Bitcoin Fiesta. This is going to be the vibe. Again, live entertainment, live DJ, live Chandy Jams, live JV, CNA fam. Here's an actual photo of the venue so you can see it's on the water. It's at the Ocean Club. It's a 4-star property. It's top notch, and we're going to have a hell of a time. Strongly encourage you to get there. If you're going to be there, let me know. Make some noise.